Hello there, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Teresa Bloor. I'm a skin therapist, I'm a Tropic team leader, and I run my own beauty salon in the Staffordshire Moorlands in Stoke-on-Trent. So welcome to my channel. For those of you who have watched my last couple of videos will know I'm doing a series on my journey to the Glammies, which is a great big tropic event that is being held in September. So yeah, lots of really useful information in them. So go back and have a watch and come and join me back. Or just watch this one now if this one is more relevant to you. What I've been journaling, I suppose, blogging, vlogging, whatever you want to call it, is my experience this last 12 months that's led me to what big event is happening in a couple of weeks. And I wanted to share something with you today that's very personal to me. And as part of my journey in September in Birmingham in front of 5,000 ambassadors is I wanted to lose weight. It became obvious to me looking back at videos and photographs that I've taken over this last 12 months when I was reviewing my journey, that I always was never happy with what I weighed, but I feel like I've been on this yo-yo journey, certainly this last 20 years of my life, where I've battled to lose weight. So I set myself a promise only in the summer when I was looking back at some of these videos that for me to be happier on stage at the Glammies in Birmingham, I would do what I could to lose weight. So that's what I'm talking to you about today. Now, when I've been on hundreds of diets over the years, and yes, I have done well with diets, but they've always been short-term things for me with dieting and losing weight. I'd soon get fed up of them, and I thought, great, I've lost a bit of weight now, I'm okay. So I would go back to my old eating habits. The problem is, when you go back to the same old habits you were doing before, you put the weight on. So I've been very much this yo-yo dieter, backwards and forwards, losing weight, putting it back on, losing weight and putting it back on. And I think that's been the story of my last 20 years with my weight loss journey. So I wanted to try and find something this time. One, I did want to lose weight at a fairly decent pace because I wanted to look good for being on stage this September. But I also want something that I can sustain after September, going into October, November and December, because I still want to carry on losing weight. And I want it to be eating habits for life, really, not just the short term. Because if I went back to my old habits of the food I love eating, which is what got me to this situation in the first place, I shall just end up putting weight back on. So I've started investigating the more controversial way of losing weight. And because it's controversial, I don't know quite when I'm going to broadcast this to you, this video. I might upload it before I go to the Glammies in September with Tropic. I don't know. It's highly possible you might be watching this some months down the line from when I started recording it. It all depends how I feel and broadcasting to the world what I'm actually doing. So in the summer, what I started to investigate was these the weight loss injection diets. What are they about? Now, these weight loss programs of Mounjaro, Wegovy, and there is a few different other ones, I've discovered they're all about controlling your appetite or suppressing your appetite. So it's not the injections themselves that actually make you lose weight. It's the hormone and the chemicals that they produce within your body that helps you control what you eat. And that production within your body, it produces something called GLP-1. Now, I've got to add a disclaimer here. As part of my experience over the years, yes, I have done qualifications in nutrition, but it's very much skin nutrition. I am not a dietitian. I am not a qualified therapist that can guide you or advise you on what you should do for losing weight and whether these ways of dieting are right for you or not. I'm just sharing my experience. If you want to know what's right for you, great, listen to what my journey has been, but you must go and seek your own professional advice yourself. This is just my personal experience and my journey. So these injections, as I've said, they produce something called GLP-1. I'm just going to read my notes to actually tell you what it stands for, because it's a bit of a mouthful. It stands for glucagon-like peptide 1. And this is a hormone that you naturally produce, or your body naturally produces, after you have eaten. And it's produced in your stomach. So what it actually does, this hormone it produces, it's the thing that sends a signal to your brain that you are full. It helps to control your appetite, to say, right, I've had enough. It regulates your blood sugar, which stimulates insulin release when glucose is high, and reduces the glucagon or glucogen, which then raises your blood sugars. And it also slows how quick your stomach empties, so which means that you are kept fuller for longer. So in short, that's what GLP-1, or let me read again, glucagon or glucagon-like peptide 1 actually does. That's what is in these weight loss injections. So these injections actually mimic this GLP-1 that your body naturally produces to help you control that appetite suppression, control your blood sugar levels, you're feeling for fuller for longer, and it also, the theory is, it helps you control the thoughts in your brain that make you think about food all the time. That is what this hormone does, and the GLP-1 diet medications give you that mimic effect of that being more in your system. It produces more of that hormone in your system. As I've said, I'm not a dietitian. This is just what I found out on my own research. What I've also found out with my own research, as those that know me know, I'm very big on researching things before I decide whether things are right for me and for my customers and clients. And I've done my research on this GLP-1 hormone to find out more about it. Your body actually does produce this hormone in your gut, but there's also food you can eat that encourage the production and the activity within your gut of this GLP-1, and there is lots of evidence out there to say these certain foods will actually naturally help you increase your GLP-1 production in your stomach, that will then also have an effect as well on your appetite suppression, on the food noise that goes on in your head, and helping you feel fuller for longer. So you can help yourself with the foods that you eat that are going to help you along. It's not up to me to say what you do eat, what you don't eat, whether you do take the weight loss injections or not. But I wanted to do as much as I could naturally to help my body go on a journey where I can control my weight loss in the long term, not just the short term. So the foods that I eat are important as well. So with the lots and lots of research that I've done, I've discovered a few good things that you can have within your diet to help increase your natural GLP-1 within your stomach, within your gut. So the good food choices are to make are protein-rich foods such as fish, eggs, Greek yogurt, lean meats like chicken, that type of thing. They all help to stimulate your GLP-1 or your GLP-1 release within your stomach. Also, high fibre foods such as vegetables, legumes, oats, chia seeds and flax seeds actually feed your gut bacteria that also help to increase your GLP-1 hormone release. Fermented foods and probiotics, things like kimchi, sauerkraut, kefir and yogurt, they all support your gut microbiome. And as a skin therapist, gut microbiome actually improves your skin microbiome. So as well as healthy eating for your stomach and your improved weight loss, it's actually improving your skin doing all of these things too. Healthy fats such as avocados, olive oil, nuts, etc. Certain fatty acids, especially your omega-3s, can increase your GLP-1 production. So do some research yourself around what's good for omega-3s, very much like I have done. Salmon. Smoked salmon is my best friend. Lifestyle habits you can do, which is exercise, such as walking, cycling, swimming, as well as resistance training can actually help increase your GLP-1 levels. Having a good sleep, which admittedly, those who know me, I don't sleep well because I'm always on the go, my mind's always on the go, hence it affects my sleep. So poor sleep will actually disrupt your GLP-1 production, and it will also disrupt your appetite regulation. So doing things to get you a good sleep will certainly help. Oh, and the other thing as well, there is research out there that suggests that things like cinnamon, spices may actually also improve your GLP-1 activity. Who knew? So to summarise, a diet that is high in proteins, good healthy fibres, healthy fats, plant compounds, regular movement, good sleep can all naturally enhance your body's own production and increase your own GLP-1 system before you've even started looking at weight loss injections or weight loss medication. So yes, I've certainly been on a healthy eating diet, very much focused around lots of the foods that I've mentioned. I love my fruit salads, although I don't want to take too much of it because that can increase your sugar within your system. I have increased the amount of lean meats that I eat, so I've got the good healthy protein. I have increased the number of eggs that I eat. Not my favourite because it does sometimes give me a bit of a stomach ache, but I have increased the number of eggs that I've eaten too. Oily fish like salmon is great. Salad. Now over the summer I love salad, and I've been having salad virtually every day. And salads are very good at producing the increase in your GLP-1 hormone. So over the summer I've indulged in salad. Now I love carbs, but carbs are actually one of the things that will reduce your GLP-1 levels within your system. So only focus on carbs that are in your healthy foods that I've mentioned before. So I've cut out bread, and I've cut out mostly potatoes, with just occasional little sneak, but they are the types of food and fried food I've avoided for the last couple of months. Like I said, I've not actually yet decided when I'm going to make this video public, so I feel a bit like Stephen Bartlett from Dragon's Den with his Diary of a CEO, where he always states on his videos that this is just for me, nobody else to listen to, so watch it or don't watch it, it's up to you, but this is just for me. Might only be me watching it. Who knows whether I feel brave enough to actually upload this to the public or not. We will see. When I started eating these foods, I also thought to myself, these weight loss injections that are happening at the minute, all this controversy, do they work, don't they work, are they right for you, aren't they right for you? I wanted to find out for myself if they worked for me. I wasn't 100% sure, but I did bite the bullet. Now, one thing to say, even though I was, and still am I think, classed as obese, I'm quite a healthy person. Not got an awful lot medically going on. But I did not qualify for these injections as part of the NHS. So if I was to consider taking them, I knew it would have to be privately. So I did decide to give it a go. And I joined a private clinic that had got a doctor that could, in the right circumstances, prescribe the weight loss medication for me privately. After I had all my bloods checked as part of this assessment, after getting the results from my blood tests, which were okay, I say I'm quite a healthy person, it was decided with the medical team that I would be suited by going on the injection, the Mounjaro, that lots of people seem to be taking. So I did, 8 weeks ago, start on the lowest dose of Mounjaro as well. My choice. If it's right for you, do it. If it's not right for you, with medical advice, then don't. Do what's right for you, which is what I have done. I've hardly told anybody I've been doing this. I wanted to see for myself, first of all, before I went public with it, whether it was the right thing for me to do. So I've only been on the lowest dose of the Mounjaro. So far I have not increased the level that I was on. Was that my choice? Well, kind of, but also the medical practitioners that prescribe this medicine, certainly with the private clinic that I joined through, they very much monitor your weight loss journey. So after the first 4 injections, they then decide, because the first dose you go on is very much a starter dose to get your body used to having an increase in the GLP-1 hormone. It's not the level that's designed for you to lose weight. It's a starter and an introduction to your system. So quite often, after the first 4 injections, so the first 4 weeks, many people have their dose increased to what is considered the starter level to help you to lose weight. However, with me, after those first 4 injections, my level wasn't increased because I was actually losing weight at a really good positive rate over the 4 weeks. So the medical experts didn't deem it being appropriate that I increased my dosage to the starter level. I was prescribed the same introduction level, the beginning level of medication for the following 4 weeks as well. So over the last 8 weeks, yes, I've been taking my weekly Mounjaro medication via injection, but it is only the very minimum starter level that I've been taking. So over those 8 weeks, altogether, I'm not far off losing 2 stone, just a little bit short of 2 stone over the 2 months that I've been taking it so far. Do I think taking those medications have helped me lose the weight? If I'm honest, I'm not sure it has. I was very determined to do everything I could to have lost at least 2 stone by the time the Glammies start in September, because I don't know for sure yet that I'm actually going on stage. I think I am, but it's not going to be confirmed until the beginning of September to say whether I will be on stage or not for the Tropic Glammies. So I knew I had to take action before I knew whether I was going to be on stage or not. But the thought of being on stage was the motivation, being on stage in front of 5,000 people was the motivation I needed to make me focus on what I wanted to do with my weight loss, with the food I eat, as well as the journey I'm going to take. So my views so far, has my appetite decreased? A little bit. Have I wanted to eat more food? Absolutely, yes, I has. My appetite hasn't suppressed enough for me to say that what they call this food noise has disappeared. My food noise has not disappeared, but I've been focused enough to control what I eat. So I'm in a calorie deficit to enable my body to lose weight, but I'm also eating the right foods that are naturally increasing my body's GLP-1 hormone as well. I can't say for sure at the minute that this getting on for 2 stone that I've nearly lost is down to the Mounjaro. I don't know. I'm not an expert. I could quite easily pig out. I could quite easily dive into the bakehouse next door for all their delicious cakes and high carb foods because they are yummy. But I haven't. I've been focused and controlled on what I was doing. The next decision is, do I carry on with my Mounjaro journey as well as my weight loss or not? Because the other thing that's happened in this last week, there's been this uproar about the pricing of the Mounjaro weight loss medication injections within the UK. It is political. I'm not going to get into a political argument, but basically from September, the price of certain levels of this Mounjaro medication is increasing massively within the UK. And for many people, it's not going to be affordable. If you research private weight loss clinics that provide this medication, you will quite easily see the price it's going to be, and it is not cheap. So I don't know if I'm going to carry on with my Mounjaro journey in the long term, but I have decided for the next 4 weeks, with the guidance of the medical practitioners, I am increasing the dose of my Mounjaro to the starter level of 5 that people would normally be on to help their weight loss journey. Remember, the 2.5 level is just an introduction for your body to slowly adapt to it. So yes, I am carrying on with it for the next 4 weeks, but I'm also going to carry on eating the diet plan that I've chosen of these high fiber foods. The high fiber natural foods, the high protein foods, the omega-3s, lean meat, the fruit and vegetables that are working well, the Greek yogurt, not Greek style, but Greek yogurt I've now swapped to as well. So yes, I'm going to carry on with that for the next 4 weeks, along with this step up dose of Mounjaro, for me then decide what I want to do. So there you go. Those who are close to me, if you're watching this, you will now know what I've been sort of fairly keeping to myself for the last 2 months. What would be great to know, for those of you that have watched this as well, have any of you alone succeeded to increase your GLP-1 natural hormone off the foods that you eat without relying on the weight loss medication and injection? Has it worked for you? Drop me some comments. Be glad to hear. What's your views on supporting it with the Mounjaro weight loss injection with the food that you eat as well? Has it worked for you? Has it not worked for you? Lots of comments below would be great to help me decide what I do in a month's time. So this weight loss journey is actually all part of what I wanted to share with you next about my journey to the Glammies, which was preparing me to be ready for the journey, or preparing me to be ready for the Glammies with my regime and what I'm doing. But I knew this subject around weight loss was going to be quite a big discussion, so I wanted to do a video purely on that alone. So what's to come in my next video, that hopefully I will release before the Glammies, is the other things that I'm doing for my routine as regards making me feel better about myself, to prepare me to be on stage at the Glammies feeling my best. So that will come in the next video. So thank you for watching. Thank you for persevering and listening to me. Please do give me your views on what's been going on with these weight loss injections. That'd be good to hear. And don't forget to subscribe. Please like my videos. Don't forget to watch back if you haven't already done so on the ones that I've already put about my last 12 months journey to the Glammies. And it means a lot for me, for you guys to watch me and hear about what's been going on. So please keep watching, please subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Bye.